What's up, everybody? My name is Quick Growth, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to create a quest in Minecraft and a quest system. So I've already completed about 12 quests on my adventure map, so we're going to work on quest number 13 together today. So the first thing that's going to happen is you're going to want to basically put out a little layout of the map. I'm not going to be loading into the map I already have built, only because it's already all built out and I don't want to spoil anything. So I just have this here, which is a brewery. This here, which is town hall. And this here, which is jail. So what's going to happen is the brewer, so you probably don't even need the brewery, but basically what's going to happen is a brewer is going to come towards us, and they're going to be like, hey, do you have any news about the town or anything? And what the player is going to have is a book that they acquired earlier on in the game. I'm not going to spoil anything, but they have a book, right? And because of this book, the brewer is going to get all upset. He's going to be like, oh, I'm taking you to the town hall. I'm going to press charges or whatever. Then you're going to get thrown in jail because you have the forbidden book. And then you're going to end up having to escape from jail. And I already kind of have this set up in my fully built out world. So we're just going to add some command blocks, right? So here's all the command blocks for the whole map. I have a main scoreboard objective. If you don't know what a scoreboard objective is, it's basically what's here on the right hand side where it says quest 12, quick growth 7. That means for the scoreboard objective named quest 12, my score for that objective is 7. So I have here, it's a like a main thing. It's like the main experience. That's what's always shown to the player. We're gonna set the sidebar to show that. I'm gonna set this to 0. So that basically shows you all of these things. So let's go ahead and go all the way to quest 13. We're gonna set this right here. So this first one here is going to be it's basically going to set the quest 13 objective. So that just makes it so the scoreboard has an objective named quest 13. Right, so the next one, it's going to be set sidebar to show quest 13. So this is basically going to activate it so the sidebar shows quest 13. So how we do this, set quest 13 objective, basically goes scoreboard, objectives, add quest 13. Scoreboard objectives, add quest 13. Oh, and you have to add what kind of objective it is, and the easiest one to use is dummy. If you don't know what to use at the end, look it up on Wikipedia. I don't really quite understand. I just always use dummy variables. Okay, so this next one is going to be scoreboard, objectives, set or sidebar, set display, sidebar, and set that to show quest 13. So that sets it so basically the sidebar shows quest 13, but you need to have a score of at least 0 on quest 13. So the next one is going to be setting quest 13 to 0. So we're going to go scoreboard, players, that pings the players, and then we'll set the nearest player for quest 13, scoreboard objective quest 13, we're going to set that to 0. So basically, we're going to get the players, all the players, and set the nearest player, set the nearest player's quest 13 score to 0. So I just set that to 0. We're going to show the sidebar. We're going to, okay, first we do set the objective, then we set the sidebar. You can see how it goes away, and then it reappears once the score is 0. So we're going to add a few more additions to this. This one's going to be add 1 to quest 13. So we're going to go scoreboard, players, add. So we're going to add a point. I'm going to at p quest 13, and we're going to add 1. So let's see what that does. See, it just added 1. So we're going to go over one more, add another lever. This one's going to be remove 1 from quest 13. So it's opposite of that one. We're going to remove 1. So we're going to go scoreboard, players, remove at p quest 13 1. So this will remove 1. So this will be helpful when we're testing the entire quest out to set it back to 0, add 1, remove 1, etc., etc. Alright, so we're going to set the first command block down now. And this command block is going to execute when quest 12 is 1. And at the end of it, we're going to add a comparator. So, oh, this is quest 12. Executes when quest 13 is 1. So, I'm going to kind of copy from this one here. execute if score at p matches 1. Oh, at p quest 13 matches 1. So let's go ahead and add 1 to quest 13. And we're gonna set this to always active. See, and it will set off a redstone signal. So now we're going to have we're gonna summon the brewer. We're going to summon the brewer, and we're also going to have one that is going to teleport brewer to player. Alright, and we're also going to have one that there's a tell raw. I'll explain what that is later. Brewer tell raw. And that's basically going to have the brewer saying something to us. So then we're going to, after that, basically terminate this. So it sets our quest 13 score to 2. So basically, after this whole thing executes, it'll turn this off because this only executes when quest 13 is 1. And after it executes, it sets everything to 2. And we're also going to have another one down here that's going to be gives quest 12 book. And we'll go over that later, how to do books. Oh, quest 13. Alright, so let's start populating these things. So go over to this website called MCStacker. I'm doing MCStacker 1.15. That's the current thing I am on. Alright. So as you can see here, let me zoom in a bit so y'all can see. We're going to summon an entity, and this entity is going to be a villager. They're the best NPCs. The summon coordinates are going to be about 200 blocks above the command block. So that gives us a good space to put him just for a second. He's only going to stay there for 1 tick, so it doesn't really matter where he is. Alright. So we're going to make him invulnerable, which means no one can kill him. Custom name is visible, which is true. We're going to give him a custom name of brewer. Make that aqua colored. No, we'll make that it's a tough decision. Give him a yellow name. And we'll give him a tag brewer. These tags are important because they help us remove this entity when we need him to be removed. or teleport him when we need to teleport him. Alright, so we are going to give him just going through all these things. Persistence required, which means basically if you log in or log out and log back in, he's still gonna be there. No AI is true, so that means he's not gonna move around, he's just gonna stay in the same place. And we're not gonna let him pick up loot. So in case we drop anything near him, he won't pick it up. So he is going to be holding a barrel. Alright, he's just going to be holding a barrel in his main hand. You don't need to worry about health, he's invulnerable. Excuse me. His profession is going to be a... Can't you get a brewer here? A cleric? Other worker, shepherd, toolsmith. We'll make him a cleric. Or a mason. I'll make him a mason. He's going to have a taiga, because my map is based on a taiga. It's going to be level 4. And he's going to have some traits, okay? So the trades are going to be right here. We are going to have him buy our written book that has the tag. Now let's go back here to find exactly the book. I'm gonna go in here. Alright, Tunnel 1B. It has the tag Tunnel 1B. Alright, so you can see this is all populating right here. So he's going to trade a book that's called I'm not going to put the name of it, so when you hover over the book, it's not going to say a name or anything. We're going to have him records. Yeah, let's just not have a name. We're going to trade one of these and sell it for a barrel. And inside of the barrel, so what's going to happen is basically the brewer gives the player a barrel in exchange for the records or the book that I'm not allowed, or that the player's not allowed to have. And basically after this trade happens, up comes, like villager guards. And these guards are going to be like, hey, what do you have on you? You're not supposed to have this book. You guys are going to court. And the player's going to keep a barrel in their inventory, which contains Barrel of ale. This is going to be a barrel of ale. Lore. What the brewer can exchange for evidence. Let's put this on the second line. I'll make that white. And we're gonna just give one of them, it's gonna have a custom tag of brewer 1B. And we're going to can place on, I think it's stone bricks. And cracked stone bricks. And mossy stone bricks. Alright. Oops. Alright, so this is quite the person here. Alright. I think that's it. Block states. Alright, and then in slot 0, there's going to be a stone button. And this is going to help us escape from the jail. Let's make that a few pebbles. And it's going to have the lore. Can it be used as a button? Can they? We're going to give one of them with the custom tag of button 1B. Let's just make it same tag, brewer 1B. Okay. So it's going to give us a barrel that has nothing in it except a stone button called a few pebbles with the lore. Can they be used as a button? Question mark. Alright, so let's see how this goes. Let's copy. And then we'll go over to over here to the brewery. Put a lever here. This one's going to be summon brewer. Alright, we're not gonna teleport him 200 blocks in the air, we're just gonna keep him right there. Alright, so let's get this guy. There's our brewer. He's a mason. He's holding a barrel. He has a trade that's written book, barrel of ale. So let's go ahead and put that there. They should give us the... Maybe I have to change the name of the book. We're also going to place all this. This one's going to teleport the guy. Negative 100 blocks, which will essentially remove him from the world. And remember before, this player or this entity has a tag brewer. So basically this command is teleport this entity at entity with the tag of brewer. 0 blocks in the X direction, negative 100 blocks in the Y direction, 0 blocks in the Z direction. So this will basically throw him off the map. So then we can get the new one here. Let's see if this one will accept my trade. Alright, let's see. What am I doing wrong here? I'm thinking that the book I have doesn't have the right tag on it. Tunnel 1B, title, yada yada yada, written book, Tunnel 1B. Tunnel 1B custom tag. I wonder what I'm doing wrong. I'm just going through everything and finding. Right, okay, there is Tunnel 1B. Title. Alright, I wonder why this isn't working. Alright, so this is the book with Tunnel 1B. Alright. This one's going to be Tunnel 1B. Right, so if this is right, yep, I just remove the book from my hand. Tunnel 1B. Alright, so basically what should happen is I should be able to trade this book for a barrel. But for some reason, it's not working. Yeah, so there's a lot of, um, oh, this doesn't work, so I'm gonna have to try something else kind of stuff going on. See, I should be able to trade this brewer. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna need to fix this. Alright, I wonder what's stopping this guy from giving me what I want. Alright, for some reason this is not working. So we're going to change the trade. Instead of this smuggler's log, we're going to have it be one of these. Where is it? It's called proof. And the tag is const 1b. Let's see if this will work. I'm trying one more time with the book. Alright, so we can do this another way, which is have them not trade at all. Which is what I think it should happen. It's untradeable. Alright. Let's copy this. This guy's going to basically be just a dummy guy. He's gonna be wherever, like teleported to the player, you know? So, we're going to try this another way. Let's finish this first string of commands here. Summon brewer. Summons them 200 blocks up. We're going to also have remove brewer command block. I've already been over this one. Okay. So we'll teleport brewer to player. I already have something like this. Let's teleport this guy. Alright. So basically we're going to do teleport entity tag brewer to closest player whose score of scoreboard objective 13 is 1. So we're going to teleport the entity whose tag is brewer to the closest player whose quest 13 score is 1. Alright, and then we're going to have a tell raw. To do a tell raw, go back to here. Go to tell raw. I'm going to tell the nearest player whose score objectives. Quest 13. 1, 1. We're going to tell this player the first section, which is brewer. Right? I think. Let me go back here. I have another tell raw. Right, and scores are 1. Alright. None of these. We're just going to make the color dark aqua. No, we're gonna make it yellow. Yellow. Click event, no. Hover event, no. Go into the next section. Gonna add another section. It's hi. I've heard rumors around town that you found. We're gonna make this white text. Why my brewing company is doing so poorly. Do you have any information? It says, hi, I've heard rumors around town that you know why my brewing company is doing so poorly. Do you have any information? No, I don't like that. Do you have any concrete evidence of this? Any concrete evidence? So basically the whole quest is going to be you're taking this evidence that you've already picked up from earlier on in the game and you're bringing it to him. He's going to be like, wow, I'm going to take you to court or something crazy like that. So basically there's that tell raw. He says all these things. Yada yada yada. Copy this and bring it over to Minecraft. And we're gonna go back over here to the tell raw. Yada yada yada. Done. So then we're gonna set quest 13 to 2 after this runs. So we're gonna go scoreboard, players, set at P quest 13 to 2. And we'll just leave this blank because it's our quest book. And sometimes the quest changes up and yeah. So let's go ahead and reset this. So what we're going to do is set it to 0. You can see that it's not set. And we're going to add one, and it's going to teleport the brewer to us and give him a tell raw, which says, hi, I've heard rumors around town that you know why my brewing company is doing so poorly. Do you have any concrete evidence? I'm going to be like, no. Alright, so then we're going to, actually we're going to change it. We're going to say bring this to the brewery. Could you bring it to my brewery? Okay. So after that, he's gonna do a tell raw. I kind of want him to stay there for a second. And then he's going to... Actually, he could also just stay there. So now, the next step is to do what basically the tell raw says. So we're going to see, this is going to execute if player is holding evidence in brewery. Execute if player is holding evidence in brewery. So let's go back to MCStacker. We're going to execute if entity. If the entity player, that is closest player, is in the radius of about 2 blocks, 3 blocks. Basically, they enter the brewery, and they are scoreboard objective quest 13 is 2. This prevents another player from doing the same thing who hasn't completed all the quests before from executing this. And we're going to selected item slot. Selected item, so that means the item the player is holding, we're going to have it be the written book with the custom tag tunnel 1B okay. So let's copy this. I'm gonna paste it. Oh. Let's just make an arbitrary point about right here where it's going to go negative 51, 15. $51, 56, 15. So it's going to execute if they're within the coordinates of that certain spot, holding the book. So they have to hold the book, and we're also going to set it as always active. Alright, so basically I have this book with the tag tunnel 1B. We're going to go over here to our coordinate. And our score is 2, written book, tunnel 1B, title author, negative 51, 15. So it should be going off, right? Let's see. Alright. So that does it. See, it'll go off if I'm holding it, but right when I change, it'll do another. Alright, so that's going to be changed to the coordinates of the brewery. $86.58. Alright, so once it does that, it's going to remove the written book. It's also going to teleport brewer to us, and let's see. It's going to teleport the brewer to us, and also give him a tell raw about the brewer is happy that he brought us evidence. So we're going to take this, paste it. So we're basically going to have it be like, the brewer, you have so much evidence that you're kind of screwing my business over. I'm going to take you to court. Just because the amount of evidence you have, it's like, wow, you must have done all of it. So I had no ideas those tunnels existed. Now if, now I'm wondering how you know so much about this town. Only just arrived. I'm taking you to court, buddy. Alright, so we're only going to give this message to players who are on level 2. Alright, remove that. Teleport brewer. to whatever this is. Just some simple coordinates there. We're going to have him facing north. Alright. So I'm at 2. Alright, so we're going to move written book, brewer teleraw, blah blah blah, and we're going to set the quest to 3. Well, anything else we want to do? No, I think that's it. So the next one we're going to do is another chain block. This one's going to set quest 13 to 3. It's going to go scoreboard, players, set at P, quest 13 to 3. Alright, so what should happen is I'm going to go to here, the brewery. I'm going to hold this in my hand, and it's going to teleport the guy here. And remove it from my hand, set my quest to 3, and then give him a teleraw. So all that's good. Let's just remove that guy. Give us another one of these. And we're going to test it one more time. I'll go over here. Wow. Alright, so he's taking me to court. So what's going to happen is we're going to have so we're going to make it so the player has to go into the court kind of like the first few chairs or something. So we're going to have another entity which is called the judge. Brewer is also going to be there. So we're going to make this executes if enters court. Going to execute if player enters the court. And then we're going to have it so the judge spawns. You know what? We're going to spawn the judge here. Summon judge. Alright, so we're going to go back to summon a villager. Have a wandering trader. That'd be cool. Summon wandering trader at whatever coordinates these are. Negative 98, 61. Okay. Alright, and then give him invulnerability. Custom name true. This custom name is going to be red. It's going to say judge. It's going to have a tag judge. is going to be holding a written book. Then his level is going to be 4. Alright. Let's copy this. Let's also put this guy outside. And then remove judge. Basically going to copy what's here and move it over here. Oops. Tag judge. Oh, I need to give him no AI. He's also going to be 180 degrees pitched. Copy. Persistence required, true. Pick up boot, false. Alright. Fixed him up a bit. Alright, so he's right there holding the book. Judge. Alright, so let's go back over here. Summon judge. Oh, this one, summon judge. And we're going to make this teleport brewer to court. Brewer is going to be standing right here. Negative 90, wait, negative 9660. So we're going to enter the brewery. And take those quarts. Negative 98, 57. Alright, so basically the same as before. You can do this on MCStacker, or you can do it here. Basically, if the player is within 2 blocks of this point, and the scores of quest 13 are 3, then it'll execute the command. So it'll teleport the brewer to court, and it will also be a tell raw. Judge tell raw. So what the judge is going to say, let's go ahead and take a example here. Alright, red. Judge. Quest 13 is 3. So I have that tell raw. Basically, the judge is telling me that I'm going to jail because I have the only evidence and there's no one else who's coming forward, blah blah blah. Um, and then, alright. So teleport brewer, teleport player, and we're also going to give the player slowness. Basically, the player won't be able to move. Alright, let's bring up our teleport. Teleport player. Scoreboard objective quest 13 is 3. Going to coordinates -100. Going 56 and 60. Teleport the player. And then we're going to /effect the player whose scoreboard objective quest 13 is 3. We're going to give slowness for 999 seconds. Amplifier is 255. Hide particles is true. So it's going to teleport us and then lock us there. Right, so that's a cool little thing that happened here. Clear. Okay. Okay. finish that off by we're actually going to make this tell raw. Okay. Alright, so we're doing tell raw. We're only going to do it to quest 13 is 3. First section is brewer or judge. It's going to be red. And then we're going to add a section that just says that. This is going to be white text. Alright, this is going to run a command. It's basically going to set the scoreboard objective. So it's going to be the same outcome either way. Both ways end in jail. Copy. Alright, there's the judge tell raw. Alright, so this is going to execute if Alright, so if they click the thing, it'll be 4. So it's going to test if quest 4 is, or quest 13 is 1. It's going to give you a little output here. And then after that, it's going to give you a tell raw that says jury tell raw. So what the jury's going to say we're going to do another tell raw. This one's going to be 4. This one's going to be jury. Jury is aqua. Okay, so let's go back here, put that in there. It's basically going to have the jury saying, oh, the @player is guilty. So after that, guilty. Done. Oops. Alright, and then we'll have the judge going again. He's going to be saying... Alright, so I just did what the judge is going to say after that. And after that, we're going to wait a few seconds. So let's do something like this. Just gonna start a new level. Just so I can get this right. There might be a better way to do this, but this is the only way I could figure out so far. Set quest 1325. Alright. So now we're gonna basically copy this one, make it so it executes when it's 5. We're gonna have a comparator. And we're gonna have a bunch of repeaters. Just so we can get like a good wait time on this. We're actually going to give an effect of nausea. So that'll give me some nausea. Alright, so this one's going to teleport to jail. Okay, and we're also going to give ourselves Alright, so we're getting to the end here. Basically we need to be like, okay, we're in jail, that completes the quest. So what I've done in other quests is have a title and a subtitle. But what we're also going to do is summon a jailer. So there's going to be a jailer guard in the jail. So let's go back over here to MCStacker. Summon a... I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Alright, where were we? Right, so let's go find the villager. Summon villager at the coordinates. $98.5. Negative 98.5. 56. And 46.5. Alright, let's have vulnerable. Jail guard. Dark gray. Tags. Guard. Persistence required, no AI. Not pick up loot. Holding a leash. Profession. The weaponsmith. Taiga. Level 99. Alright. Let's rotate him 90 degrees. Alright, we're gonna make him go 270 degrees. Jailer's there. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna get some iron bars and make our little jail door. Negative 98. Okay, and then we're gonna clear effects. Alright, and then we're gonna do a title. You can go on to MCStacker to figure out the title, how to do a title. So we're going quest 13.5. It's gonna say quest complete. Broke. Quest 13.5. It's a quest complete title. We're also going to have a claim reward. And this will be important when we go through the book and make our book. Okay. I need to go and copy the subtitle. Okay, and then it's going to set quest 13 to 6. And we'll do that by basically copying this, pasting it into here to 6. Alright, and then this is basically going to be executes if quest 13 is 7. Claim the reward. And we're basically going to be copying alright. So after this, let's go ahead and do the book now. So as you can see, this last one, after it says claim reward on the subtitle, let's run through the whole thing actually. Alright, let's set it to 0. Now let's set this to 1. Hi, I've heard around town, blah blah, brewing company, any concrete evidence. So it's going to be, the evidence is this book. So let's go over to the brewer's house. He's like, wow, I had no idea those tunnels existed, and I'm wondering how you know so much about this town if you've only just arrived. I'm taking you to court, buddy. So then you have to go to court. So you go into court. Welcome to North Pass Court, blah 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 blah. And you have to go in and say guilty. Then it sets your scoreboard objective. That didn't work right. I think I have to do a slash. Judge Telron. Okay. Alright, let's go into court again. Alright, guilty. Alright, I need to mess with this Telra. Alright, quest 13. So what's happening instead is I'm not gonna have the player choose. I'm just gonna have the player be like, "Oh, I'm not guilty." Then the jury still decides otherwise. That's because my click events, I didn't know if they'd work because you need permissions to change the scoreboard objective. So you can't really do that when you have an adventure map because then the player's just gonna be like, "Oh, my XP is 100 now and I finished the game." So you gotta kind of do it differently sometimes. Let's get a good tell raw. Alright, so this one's gonna be a tell raw. That's basically the player saying it. So he's gonna say, "I'm not guilty." And this is gonna be for 13, 3. I do still play GTA, just not. I haven't gone in a while because I've been working on other things, like this here adventure map. Scoreboard, players, set at P, quest 13, set that to 4. Alright, so let's go into the court. It's gonna be like, not guilty. Happened so fast. So let's go back to alright. So it teleported me into jail just as I was hoping it would. So this next thing we're going to do is we're going to make a book for the quest. So the way I like to make books is going to this website, Minecraft Tools. It's minecraft.tools, and it's the book generator. I'm gonna make the title Quest 13. Yeah, I enjoyed GTA also. Alright, let's make this book the Brewers. Disappoint. Let's call it the Brewer's Misfortune. Make it bold, make it blue. Bring reward is going to be plus 3 XP. And then also going to get some ale. And we're going to have the most important part of this, which is this line here that says claim reward. We're going to make it a click event. And the command we're going to run is scoreboard players set I've done this before, so let's just copy paste it. Scoreboard players set 13 13.6 to 13.7. So what that does is once you click it, it turns every player whose level on quest 13 is 6 is going to change that to 7 whenever that's clicked. So we're going to title this quest 13 Brewers Misfortune. Leave this here blank and preview it. Alright, and then let's see if this will translate correctly into our game. We're going to add a tag to it called Quest 13 1B. So that makes it so I can easily remove this after it's completed. So Brewer's Misfortune, bring the smugglers tunnel evidence to the brewery to help bring the smugglers to justice. Reward 3 XP, some ale. Claim reward. Alright, you can see it just turned my scoreboard objective to 7, so you know it works. I'm gonna go ahead and copy that. And we already made a place for this down here, if you don't remember. Right there. What we're gonna do is we're gonna limit it to scores quest 13 equals 2. So it's only going to give it to people whose quest 13 level is 2. Alright, let's go up here, and we're going to do the last set of commands for this quest. You know, it's pretty beefy. And I can basically copy paste it from anywhere. So this one's going to set the new XP level. So we're going to set all 13, quest 13 equals 7 people. XP is going to be 50 because it adds 3. Set XP to 50. Alright, and the next thing that happens is it's going to set off a firework. So it's in the summon database on MCStacker. you're going to summon an entity called a firework. It's going to have some colors, it's going to have some stuff to it, and the only thing I'm going to change from my previous ones, see, this type 2 means it's going to be like a star shooting out. We're going to change that coordinate, and we're going to change it to a block above where you're teleported into jail. So that's going to be this coordinate here. It's going to be right here. And we're going to add one. This is just a placeholder for now. Alright, and then the next one is going to be the reward claimed Telra. So basically shoots out a message to, hold on. It's going to shoot out a message saying that I added 3 XP. So it says to tell all selector at P. So it says quick growth, claim to reward, plus 3 XP. Okay. And that goes off once you click the button in the book. And what's next is we're going to clear the book from our inventory. That's going to look like this, clear written book. Remember when we added that tag earlier? This is the tag that it's going to locate. Okay, and then what's next is we're going to set what the start of this one is on here, which is setting quest 14. So our next quest. Set quest 14 to 1. And then we're going to set quest 13 to 8. So then it doesn't go through any of this again. So quest 13 to 8. And then after that it's going to be our reward. So whatever our reward was, we can go ahead and give that to our player. Our reward was some ale. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back over here to MCStacker. I'm going to give command nearest player whose objective quest 13 is 8. Yeah, it's 8. We're going to give that person a barrel. Barrel of ale. Let's just not have any lore. Okay, we're gonna just give one with the custom tag of barrel 1B. We can place it on the floor of the jail, which is made of stone bricks. Cracked stone bricks. And mossy stone bricks. Alright, so that means the player can place the barrel down. Alright, so in spot 1, it's going to be a button. No. Stone button. Nah, let's do a spruce button. Some wood chips. So I'm just thinking, this is going to be an item to be used during the next quest. So it's going to give you a button that you're going to use to activate a piston, which is going to drop the floor of the jail so you can escape. So what's going to happen is it's going to give you barrel button 1B. Can place on any of the ones that we had before. Which is stone bricks. Cracked stone bricks. And mossy stone bricks. And we're gonna give like 3 of them. And it can destroy barrels. No, let's not have that. And we're gonna have a water bottle. Whose name is Ale. Yum. One. No custom tags. So water potion with the custom color. And the color is going to be like this piss yellow color. Cool. And it's gonna give you nausea for 15 seconds. Alright, so I got some buttons and some ale. Alright, and then I'll go over here and give barrel. Done. Alright. So, with all that done, oops, we didn't do this one yet. Quest 13 matches 7. Alright, let's set this to 0. Let's give ourselves the book. The Telraw's there. Alright, and then we'll go into here. So it should. Wonder what happened. Oh, wrong book. I need one of these. Alright, we're going to court. Alright, claim reward. Alright, and then it removes my book, gives me a barrel. Says I claimed 3 things. Firework rocket went off. Quest 13 is 8. Okay. So now what I can do is I can get some stone bricks. Can place that. So we can't place it here, but we can place it on here. Take the things out. Nausea potion, potency 100. No, okay. So I got some buttons that I can place on the floor, and I have some ale. Just giving me nausea. Wonder why it didn't work. Alright, let's just see if this works. We're gonna remove one. Which gives ourselves a barrel of ale. And then we'll drink said ale on adventure mode. And we got some nausea going. Cool. And that's the finished quest. Thank you everybody for watching. This here is the quest. It is pretty hefty. And yeah, thank you for watching. Catch you guys later.